Downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
55. Check, 55. Mike. You track. Check.
X3. Check. 218. Chopper.
Fresno. Joker. Pick the edge. Go.
Rock it.
Jam.
Speed dribble.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 52.
Go out. Go.
From the gun, Groves. The throw taken in by Cole. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down, Groves. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
54, weak.
Mike, number 52.
Following the interception, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First and 10, Young. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a give, right side. Aiken. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. On third down, Aiken. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
61, matchbox, light.
First down, Steelers.
Now a first down throw for Young. Eluding the play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, box truck.
Operating from the gun, Groves. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, Groves. And caught by Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the set.
Watch the slant. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Groves escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Protein spill.
Check 55 to Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check safety. Check safety.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Groves. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Deep dribble. Deep dribble.
Young now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And able to find Aiken, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a gain of 34. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air once more, Young. That is caught at the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready.
53, check 53. Yeah. You don't want to know.
Ready.
Again, it's Young. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It leads to second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw again. Groves. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up third down and...
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Zoom.
From the gun. Groves. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Groves. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No.
Hard.
Young to throw it. Completes it to Watt. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for him.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Groves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Watch the ship. Hey, lock it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. Aiken. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. On 1st down, Aiken pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At their 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. 53. Come on.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's complete to Watt. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
18 Gator.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fire.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down. Groves. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Got it.
Mike 51.
Check. Shoot.
Tighten up.
Now.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
I got you, sir. Hey, watch it. Kill. Check three.
They go play action. Young. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
On the set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. From the gun, Groves. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Slam. Recon, 132 fighter.
Second and 1. Completes it to Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Operating from the gun, Groves. That one complete to Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run on first down. Aiken. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Young working out of the gun. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Young. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check back, check back. Let's go, let's go.
Third and long for Young. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. Groves. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, Offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Pittsburgh, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Madden God saying so long, everybody.